Make an interesting color for my armor. Smoke. I wonder where it's coming from. Looks like they're in some kind of trouble.
I just started running. I didn't look back.
I think that's the foreman. I should check in with him.
You good?
I'm okay. Thank you, Corvin.
Corvin?
Not now.
Easy. What happened?
Explosion in the mine. Water flooded the whole place. Some of my guys are still... They're still down there. Can't stop.
You've done enough. Are you hurt?
I'll live. The others. Please.
I need to know exactly what happened.
We used controlled blast to open up new veins in the mountain. One of them must have gone wrong. I have to go.
How many are still down there? Corvin, how many?
Two. Two, I think. Two more.
I'll do what I can.
I am getting us out of this. I promise.
Gotta find those two miners. Quick. these crystals grow. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Morgan doesn't look too good.
Is that a Nora?
Are you okay?
Who are you?
Corvin sent me. Are you hurt?
My leg. I was a little too close to the blast.
What happened?
We were blasting in the farthest tunnel, but the scaffolding didn't hold. It collapsed. I think it blocked the drainage shaft. Water started flooding the place as quick as I drink ale. I barely managed to drag us here.
So something's keeping the water inside the tunnels.
What are you thinking?
I've got an idea. Are there more explosives?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, should still be some up top, but you'll need these fuses.
Are you crazy?
You can't move, and I'm not leaving you. It's not like she can make things worse.
Don't go anywhere. I need to find whatever's blocking the drainage shaft and blow it sky high. Hopefully without bringing the mine down on top of me. Made it. There's the debris blocking the shaft. If I can reach those explosives up on that track, maybe I can blast through the blockage. Better get closer. Try again. fire will make things easier. Maybe I can see him past unnoticed. On to me. That's all of them. Now to find a way out of this room. I need to find a way up to those explosives. I should follow those tracks. See if they lead to the explosives. Spores will provide cover for a while if I shoot that. Let's see where this leads. There's the explosives up on the track. Just need to get across somehow. Might be a good idea to drop that ladder. Did the trick. Guess that got its attention. Guess that got its attention. Guess that got its attention. At least that got its attention. Let's go check on those miners.
So dead.
We don't know that.
Looks like...
You did it.
I thought you blew yourself up.
Are you two okay from here?
I can get this idiot down. Don't you worry. Thanks, kid.
Gotta get your big hammered backside out of here now.
Better let Corvin know his men are all right.
My backside.
Has to be a way to get rid of this. I found the two you mentioned. They're safe, but could probably use a hand. Is that everyone?
It is. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. I knew we were blasting too much, but the man who staked the claim here, Ulvund, he kept pushing and pushing me. I tried to shield my crew from his constant demands every damn day. I should have been stronger.
You were there for your crew when they needed you. That counts for something.
Ulvund can threaten me all he wants. I am not letting my people back into those mines.
Will you be all right?
Yes. I can take it from here. You are owed, Huntress.
Ulvund's name keeps coming up. And it's never good. Sooner or later, someone's gonna have to deal with him. Looking up for that? I can't override that machine. But I could learn if there's a cauldron out here. much snow's gonna pile up? I've learned to override machines and cauldrons before. I wonder if there are any out here. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. I wonder if merchants would be interested. I can refill my pack with these later. I'll put these in my pack. extra stock for later. I'll keep some extra on hand. There's an old watchtower at the top of that cliff. I wonder if there's anything still inside. Looks like the path out broke a long time ago. I'm gonna have to climb. Useful for making dyes. There we go. Some kind of device. The metal reflects the sun. To send a signal? Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later. Ready for anything now. Those look like snow clouds. Screenshot might trade for something good. Frost will make it brittle.
About that! I'm empty.
It's always good to have extra. Bet a diner would be interested in this. This place has seen better days. I don't think I can get past them. Guess I should leave it for now. Made it. And there's another one of those devices. A lens. Guess I'll figure out what to do with it later. I'll have to find a cauldron. That'll keep me awake. I think I can climb up this cliff. I wonder if there's anything interesting at the top. Be careful not to let this stain my hands. An old Carja watchtower. I wonder what's inside. Dyer can make use of this. Okay, almost there. Here we are. Looks like there's another device up here. Another lens. I can almost see the entire Miscalculated that. That must be chain scraping. Drew. Said I could get my bow upgraded and... Might be able to tinker with my other gear, too.
Outlander.
Want to come in, Savior?
Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you, too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this old one guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Where did I put my shoe? It looks like this one. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Anyone see where I put my drink?
Chainscrape might not look like much, but our forges are first rate.
Oh, there!
Got somewhere to be. Sorry. Brother! Been looking!
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's O'Dirk. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Almost ready to go?
Light attacks are fast, but easily blocked. So learn to combine them with other attacks.
Anyone see where I put my drink? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, there it is.
The attacks break weapon blocks and do more damage. But they're slow, so your opponents might counterattack.
Look at you! Yeah!
Power attacks smash weapon blocks to really hammer an enemy with damage. But they're slow and leave you vulnerable, so pick your moment. Here to practice for...
Ignoring me again?
That spear of yours seems to energize after attack. I think landing heavy attacks or combinations to energize it faster. Now to use that energy, try attacking your enemies. See if you can energize them.
Bit busy now, but we'll talk soon. What?
Bring ale for the North.
Yeah!
Tell Petra I say hi.
This one goes to the Nora.
I'll keep some firecrackers for you.
You think your spear can deal with that armor? Use attacks to energize your spear.
Yeah!
Then hit your opponent with a heavy or power attack to blast the armor off.
I am eternally
That energy doesn't last forever. That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it and then your enemies. Triggering those energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
are on the same side here, Ulva. The Bristlebacks threaten us all.
Oh, drop the act. We all know it was the Carja who let the Bristlebacks into the valley. Sent them straight through the gates of Van.
You've got a face like a thundercloud. To the flames!
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they like my food. More the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Already.
Hello again.
About that. I should be going.
Right.
Well, you're very welcome to lend a hand.
this in my stash later.
Be welcome, Outlander.
Ulvin can't just ignore us like this, can he? We almost died because of him.
Almost ready
Have
to
you
go?
seen us? What are we supposed to do? Have Arnold throw his crutch at him?
I see you all made it back.
Hammer and tongs. That they did, Huntress. They tell me you blasted through the problem. Lokuf here came back trembling like a twig. Hey!
What's important is everyone made it out.
No thanks to Ulvin.
Have you talked to him yet?
We're on the waiting list.
Doesn't have the guts to face all of us at once.
We need to stick together, in case he decides to send his goons over.
You're all banged up as it is. I can deal with Ulvin. You don't need to stick around.
We know, you old hammer.
Just stay safe.
The way it smells. Boy, you're that Nora machine hunter.
Rude. Look at her go.
Never fear, my lady. You have found...
Whoa!
Aloy, change your mind about that brew? Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win at all my boards, too. All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine, take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Come on now, attack my machine so we can move on. Just attack my machine, okay? Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Here, let me show you. Now let that machine... Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's... Your machine attacked mine, but had... Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But you're still getting the hang of it, I know. Now, overcharge and attack my machine. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 vic. That's why sometimes losing a piece can't. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite, but that means that wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over it. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and...
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. It's a small set to be sure, but you might even fancy looking out for them strike. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that could, though they'll need the right materials to craft. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after brew hopping. No need to thank me, always. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're...
Thanks.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter, and knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, the higher your machine's combat power, so finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the value of the terrain it's standing. Since your machine is attacking, it's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has... My machine is standing on grassland terrain with it's also not attacking, which means... So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, it can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means my machine can't use their attack powers, but they have the higher. They're standing on forest terrain, this means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2. If we compare the combat power of both machines, whenever you're unable to top you can still choose to attack and break them. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage. That's why breaking a machine's defense to deal damage to serve useful, right? There's still one more thing I want to show you. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. but it'll take away 2 combat points if you do. So this is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away... It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine. See? All you can do now is wait for your next, or you can overcharge your machine. You can still attack any nearby enemies, so you're not... Well, I think that's enough promise it'll all come in. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your... Knowing what each machine brings to the building an army that matches your is the key to becoming a... When assembling your army, there are first and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skill. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee-type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner-type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash-type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in yours. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I meant. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all of them, but I'm pretty sure you've got more. It's got all the tips. I think that about does it for now, so... Let's play! You're up, Red. Time to get serious. Your turn. Okay, let's see. Not looking good for you, Red. That's the game. You up for a rematch? Here we go. I'm up. That's it for me. Not that easy to get through my machine's armor, is it? A single machine left? That ain't good. Now that was a game, even if I lost. Good luck. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. My turn. Board's all yours. That was the perfect spot. Off the board it goes. That's it for me. Knocked right off the board. Time to make my move. One less piece on the board. Well, that's done now. You're just hammering down on my pieces now. Time to get serious. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. This is gonna be fun. Okay, let's see. Your move, Red. Come up. You're up, Red. That was brutal. My turn. Board's all yours. My turn. That was brutal. One less piece on the board. Time to get serious. Off the board it goes. Okay, let's see. Your turn. Just one piece left. Time to make my move. That's it for me. Oh, I thought I had that one. Let's do this. Your turn. I'm up. Your move, Red. Time to make my move. Knocked right off the board. Well, that's done now. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Knocked right off the board. You're up, Red. I'm up. Board's all yours. Well, that's done now. That was brutal. Your move, Red. Off the board it goes. Time to get serious. That's it for me. You got me, fair and square. Good luck. My turn. Your turn. One less piece on the board. Well, that's done now. That was brutal. Time to get serious. One less piece on the board. You're up, Red. Okay, let's see. Off the board it goes. I'm up. Your move, Red. time to make my move. Oh, only one machine left. Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards. Now that deserves a prize, I say. I'll see you later, Aloy.
Come for that beer after? Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvund was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Carja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Carja for anything.
Ah, damn Carja slavers.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Ulvund.
Around here, everything's about Ulvund.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Carja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Carja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Carja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now. There you are. That's some damn good gear you got there, Red.
Indeed.
We are on the same side here, Olvund. The Bristlebacks. What do you want, Olvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the Bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the Savior herself. Walloper of Derval, Gutter of Hughes.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the Bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Oseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more!
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives!
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Oseram.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Oseram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Fine day for poor singing, I say.
It's you! I know you see me!
Ah, Savior! Over here! Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Ulvund's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Carja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
How does blaming the Carja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Carja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund.
Ulvund. He's been... well, I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted.
Yes, according to one terrified lady said the ground trembled before they came He took off and ran all the way.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
The Tanox drove the Red Raids out of halfway down. Now that tells you.
That reminds me.
I live in a fort. They paid me enough.
Ah,
This'll make a good dye. Through the scrap piles for a metal panel. No metal panel. Better check another scrap pile. This tastes as good as it looks. I think I have everything I need for Mildev. Good thing, too. Okay. Decent meal. Looks like a last one. Scary wrestlers. You can get a strong color out of this.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from old... He was pushy, but I stood my ground.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, instead of 2.
Each journey begins with this. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return.
Wow. Mildif, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again. Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
Joke's on you, Hammerhead. I'm into that stuff. Oh, hi!
Might be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out. And see what else Elder's cooking up.
Please. I'll drink you under the table anytime.
Here to practice. Single attacks are child's play. A real fighter combines them. Practice this combination as a starter. Defensive opponent, break their weapon block, then follow through to attack with this combination. If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable. Come on. If your opponent keeps blocking, then use a heavy attack or a power attack to break through. Either that or hit them from behind.
Someone interested in the party.
Close attention to your opponent's stance. Read their intentions. Choose your attacks to break their defense. I see how you earned your reputation. An impressive attack. Can you finish this? Good. Good. Challenge is over. Guess I win.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him kill Whistlebags.
Next round's on me. And never.
Yield! I yield! Well fought, friend. Well fought.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Ooh. Serves me right for thinking I could go up against the savior of Meridian. Here, have this. A little something for the new champion.
Thank you, Hodirk.
Don't be a stranger now. Come back whenever you'd like to spar again.
Okay, that's all for now.
Good luck out there.
Exploring cauldrons might teach me how to... Where are you off to? It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Erend took it down? Is that a tripwire? The whole area's rigged with them.
Hey! You! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers!
It's always something.
Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwire.
Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for? Never saw it!
That's the last one.
Hello, Red. What a day, what a day.
Thank the Forge you showed up. Tripwire's handy, but machine hunting's a youngin's game. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper-like.
Hey, Red! Spare a moment, will ya?
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than Vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the Vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the Vanguard went south?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The Vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chainscrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen in Chainscrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Ulvund.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulvund discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Erend headed south. I should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus. Pouch is full, but... My pack has room.